the land, the sky above, and all they contained were formed by the actions of supernatural and mysterious beings during what has become known as the dream time. The dreaming dominates Aboriginal life. It establishes the structure of society, the rules for social behaviour, and the ceremonies that are performed to ensure continuity of life and land. It underlies spiritual beliefs. The dreaming governs how people are required to behave in their communities. When people live according to traditional law, they can achieve a condition known as dreaming and pass on knowledge through lineages such as singing of traditional songs, dancing ceremonial dances, telling the stories, painting songlines, and performing initiations. Songlines describe and record paths across the land. A knowledgeable person is able to navigate by repeating the words of the songs, which describe the location of landmarks, waterholes, and other natural phenomena. Some songlines stretch across the continent, through as many as 6 to 10 different language groupings. The songs and dances of songlines were kept alive by frequent performance, especially at the large gatherings organised for good seasons. The creation was believed to be the work of cultural heroes who travelled across a formless land, creating sacred sites and significant places of interest in their travels. In some cases, the paths of the creator beings are said to be evident from such marks as large depressions in the land, which are said to be their footprints. In the Aboriginal worldview, every event produces a record in the land. Everything in the natural world is a result of the actions of the archetypal beings whose actions created the world. Others may consider these cultural ancestors to be mythical, but many Aboriginal people believe in their literal existence, in a way similar to transubstantiation in the Christian belief. Aborigines confusingly reuse the term dreaming or potency for the sacredness of particular places and creatures, drawn from their importance within the original dreaming. However, it is difficult to see potency as more than simply describing the existence of the land and its features, rather than sacredness. There are many different Aboriginal cultures. In one culture, Altjira was the great god of the dream time. He actually created the earth and then retired as the dream time vanished. The Noongar believed that the darling scarp represents the body of a Wayogi, a serpent being that meandered over the land, creating rivers, waterways, including the Swan River. The Gagudji people of Arnhem Land believe that the sandstone escarpment that dominates the park's landscape was created in the dream time, when Ginga, the crocodile man, was badly burned during a ceremony and jumped into the water to save himself. He turned to stone and became the escarpment. Walujapi was the dreaming spirit of the black-headed python that carved a snake-like track along a cliff face and left an impression of her buttocks when she sat establishing camp. For the Wanga, the songs and dances express themes related to death and regeneration. They are performed publicly with the singer composing from his dreaming of a dead spirit. In the dreaming resides the sacredness of the earth. As songlines cover most of the land, many places are described as sacred. Aboriginal art, in all its forms, demonstrates this spiritual belief. Rock pictures are very important. Originally, each site belonged to a particular group which had the right of access and the responsibility for looking after the paintings or engravings. Many religious images represented the actual spiritual energy of the creative ancestors, and when repainted or retouched in a ritual context, their sacred power was released, ensuring that the seasons came at the proper time, plants and animals were in plentiful supply, and children were born. As the Aboriginal painting movement developed, dotting became increasingly used to obscure the meanings and hide some of the symbolism that was not meant to be exposed to the uninitiated. It is therefore ironic that the technique of using dots that many Western people regard as characteristic of contemporary Aboriginal art should have as a major function the obscuring of meaning.
Land is something that the blackfellas need. We came from the land, we go back to the land, and it's part of us. Nothing in this world today will ever repay for the things that they did in terms of stealing the land.